We're back.
Welcome back, everybody. This is still the Untold Stories Project, playing City of Destiny, which is our adaptation of the Emerald City Knights campaign from Green Running Publishing for Mutants and Masterminds, which you can find in this lovely book right here. When we left for our break, our heroes had just fled. Well, fled isn't the right term. They had just left the scene of the Point Forces research platform, which had been attacked by supervillains, protected by brand management, then capsized by a giant alien craft. And our heroes were involved in the rescue of the unconscious agents and salvaging some of the equipment from the platform. They also have with them 3 or 4, several of the stormers who had been mind controlled to attack the base in the first place. 4 of them, yes.
I was just going to say all of them. We got all of them.
Nope, the speedster got away.
Speedster got away, and you put Rubber Bandit back in jail.
Yep.
And several of the ones there were several others who you captured back at Redshift, although when you captured them, they were still just lying there comatose with silver eyes. So yeah, you guys get everyone back to the tower. Kid Singularity is yattering on about, did you see where I did? And wasn't that cool? And
yeah, we got to get this kid into Claremont.
Tenfold is just kind of sitting quietly. I mean, he'll talk if spoken to while you're traveling. Actually, I guess there isn't much travel time because Singularity already knows where the tower is and can just teleport you all back there.
I'm gonna make a quick phone call.
Okay.
To Claremont Academy since I'm an alumni.
Okay.
Hey, we got someone here in Emerald City you need to pick up soon.
Before I murder him.
Before Professor Cephalopod starts engaging in experimentation.
I already have. I did the second we got him here.
Right.
We already have enough to find out plenty.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, I'm going to ask our guests if they would accompany me to the lab so that I can get blood samples and samples of their nanites.
Yeah, Tenfold will say, of course, that seems reasonable. The 2 ladies both kind of give you a look like, are you fucking kidding me?
I mean, I can do the blood draw if you're nervous about Cyrus, but it is perfectly safe.
Yeah, not about this is Chain speaking. Not about whether or not the octopus does the blood draw. It's, I don't particularly feel like giving my blood over to you guys.
You can have it back.
That is a choice.
Worried about.
This is about helping you as well as plenty of other people in figuring out what just happened.
Yeah, Tenfold at that point says, look, you can do what you want, but I, for one, would very much like to know what happened to us, how we were controlled, and if there's a way to prevent it from happening again.
Well, I think I can help with the preventing it from happening again part. But we need to go to my lab so that I can explain. I can't do that in the hallway.
Well, I'm happy to accompany you. And Singularity is like, I mean, if you need more blood, I guess, sure.
No, you're fine, son. You have your victory pancakes or something.
Yone!
I say,
Are you sober enough to bake?
there was an Xbox up on the second floor, wasn't there?
I believe there are many video game consoles upstairs, yes.
If not, check Portal's room.
Over the comms, Tommy will speak up and say, I'm happy to take the kid and play video games with him.
Tommy, we'll meet you upstairs, young man.
Thank you, sweetheart.
And I will start heading out everyone else this way, and I will just start floating off.
Unless you push the issue, Chain will accompany you, but is not okay with getting a blood draw.
It's fine. I'm not gonna. She wants to keep her blood. That's fine. But once I
punches her in the face and collects the blood from her nose.
Once I get them up there, I will go with Tenfold first because he's the one who's the most okay with it.
Yep.
That way I can show the other people what I'm doing and why I'm doing it and why it's helpful.
Yep.
And then go from there.
Okay.
Professor C, are these blood samples related to that tracking algorithm you were talking about?
Peter, I swear. Go hang out with your boyfriend and play video games. We don't need that right now. Oh my gosh.
You think I need your blood to track you?
No.
Cyrus.
What?
I just insert the blood tubes in the centrifuge and just splitting the cells.
All right. So two important questions. Question A: Are you what?
I said
So the first question is: Are you informing anyone about your return to the tower? Are you checking in with Mars or Riley?
I mean, I guess so. I just kind of thought that was something Roberta would do. Pushes a button to say they're here.
Not unless you tell her to. He actually respects your privacy.
I just assumed that was one of her functions, was to register when we were in and when we were out.
You would, Professor C. You would. I would contact him.
Note of it because if someone contacts you to get.
Yeah, that's what I meant. I didn't mean she's here to keep tabs on us. I meant more,
Yeah.
to turn the light on and off of the on-air sign.
How much has Professor C shared about what she found searching through the first computer?
Nothing yet, because he hasn't found.
I have no reason to contact Max.
Yeah. Then the other question I was going to say is, what exactly are you trying to determine from their blood samples?
I'm mostly looking. I'm not all that interested in their blood itself. I'm looking for the nanites and just verifying that they are the same. All that jazz.
Okay.
Looking for any inconsistencies between what happens with what has happened with their nanites and that kind of stuff,
Okay. Give me a technology check.
Okay.
And if Carol, if you'd like to aid, you're welcome to do so. I will also allow expertise science or expertise metahuman physiology.
Bam! I got an 18 on deck.
So 27 plus whatever for the assist.
Okay. All right. So it is easy, almost trivially easy, for you to determine that yes, in fact, Tenfold is a stormer afflicted with the nanites, the same way that Bulwark had been, the same way that Singularity had been, the same way that Crucible is. You're able to determine again that these the nanites do have some sort of control mechanism that is built into them when they're active. They're not active by default. By default, they change someone's DNA and then go inert. With your total over 30, from the biometrics you could get off of Ethan before, as he was taking his helmet off and being controlled, you are able to realize that it should be possible to agitate the nanites and create a feedback loop to whatever was being used to control them. However, this would only work. You would
once
have to do it. No, but you would have to do it to someone who still had the nanites in their bloodstream. You couldn't do it to nanites that were outside of a body.
Right.
So you would need someone willing to poked and prodded.
You need a
possibly open themselves back up to.
I think we've we missed the last part of what you said. You kind of froze.
Okay. What did you hear?
That we would need someone to be willing to be poked and prodded.
Yeah, that's basically it.
Okay.
Trying to set up this feedback loop would require the nanites to be in a body. You couldn't do it to nanites that had been extracted.
Right.
I guess theoretically you could also do it to Trinity, because Trinity's still under house arrest and
she is still floating around, ain't she? Is that triggering mechanism? If I go back and look at or take new nanites from myself or from Ethan or from Trinity, is that activation device present in all of those nanites, or is this something new? Now that I know what I'm looking for.
Right, yeah, no, it was a part of all of the nanites.
Okay. Okay. I would also like to get specifically a brain scan from Tenfold.
Okay. What are you looking for?
Just anything unusual.
Okay. Treatment, or
how about
this might actually be a place for Dr. Iron's
a metahuman
specialty to come and play, but
right.
And or neuroscience. Neuroscience works.
I will use my neuroscience to assist.
But what's your neuroscience at?
I have a 16, so I believe that's enough to assist.
I'm assisting you.
No. It's only a 13. I've rolled a 16.
Oh, okay.
For the assist roll. I think that's enough to assist.
Yep.
I got a dirty 20.
Okay. So Tenfold's brain scan reveals he has his neural activity is significantly above a baseline normal human. It improves his reaction time, his reflex speed, even his the speed at which he can think. He processes thoughts much quicker than an ordinary person does. but you're pretty sure that is a result of his
the original
the physiological changes from the nanites.
Yeah.
Okay.
You other than that, there doesn't seem to be anything particularly weird about his mind.
Okay. Okay.
So, how much are you sharing with people as you're discovering it?
I'm actually just talking everyone in the room through what we're doing as we're doing it.
Okay.
Yeah, I've gone into teacher mode, like, Professor Cephalopod mode.
Tenfold will very quickly say, if you need someone to test this feedback on, I'm more than willing to volunteer.
I appreciate that. However, we have Stormers on the team who should also be able to.
Stormer.
I'm also a Stormer.
No, you're not.
Yeah, a Stormer by proxy. I am. Yes. Seth is the only one who knows that, but
I have no idea what you're talking about. So okay.
Did the octopus wake up during the storm?
No, but I inadvertently got some of your nanites while they were still active. And they did some stuff to the octopus.
Yep.
I forgot that no one but Seth knew that.
You wouldn't have shared that with Carol?
She's been here a week. We've been a little busy.
But also,
I don't think it's so much a hiding it as it hasn't come up.
The octopus has laser eyes now. It just hasn't come up yet. Also, hi, Thunder Sky Doggy. Thanks for spending some time with us tonight.
But yes, we would. We may take you up on that offer, depending on. And then, well, I just vaguely tentacle around, like everything.
If I may, the ladies, and he points to Nora, to Epiphany Jones and Jane, don't seem willing. Crucible is phenomenally powerful. I don't think you want to open him back up to being controlled. I'm probably the easiest one to restrain if the commander were to reestablish control over me.
The easiest of the humans, yes. That is probably a good point. Speaking of the ladies, I have developed, and that it seems to work. So a couple of my teammates have chosen to use it. I have developed a way to combat the control. It does involve more nanites, but these nanites are designed to do what they're supposed to do and then exit your body.
You'll pee them out.
That's not how they work, but okay, we'll go with that.
we call it the Golden Storm.
No.
Boo.
No.
Boo.
No. They just leave through your pores and then disintegrate. These things are tiny, y'all.
What do they do?
You'll sweat them out.
Sweat it out.
Essentially. They alter the way that the nanites connect to your brain, essentially cutting off your ability to be controlled.
They disintegrate your prefrontal cortex.
Do you understand what you just said?
Not at all.
Good.
Get out of my lab. Get out of my lab.
Kane just says, no, I'm freaked out enough about the fact that I already have little robots inside my blood. No.
Well, should you change your mind, you know where we are.
And
I could probably make you a helmet.
Queen Hot Topic.
Lady, it's Lady Hot Topic.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Although Epiphany Jones is a great supervillain name. No disrespect.
It is a great supervillain name. She seems nervous. My powers are mental in nature. I'm worried that anything that affects that could affect my ability.
Who actually took the nanites? Somebody did. Okay. Well, they did not affect Dr. Irons or her powers in any way except you want to say something, dear?
I mean, as some people have seen, I'm magic based. So it has nothing to do with my brain.
Somebody get me Crucible.
Meanwhile, elsewhere in the tower.
I assume the Crucible was up with you. Where has Crucible been this whole time?
Crucible's been trying to find Keone and apologize and hug her profusely and hope that nothing bad ever happens to him again.
So where is Keone?
Because otherwise, Keone will kill him.
I'm guessing that Keone's in the kitchen.
Nope, she's passed out on the floor in whatever room she came upon when she was walking through.
The kitchen and the boob pancakes are burning.
So yeah, she just like basically came in and was just like, it was like all of the alcohol, all of the adrenaline, everything just wore off all at once, and she just passed out.
I mean, she could have made it to her room as easily as
Yeah.
any of
No.
When Ethan finds her, he'll carry her to her room.
Okay.
Tuck her in.
Like, collapsed.
So then I feel like
And I will kiss her softly on the
carrying her
forehead.
through the hallways to her room, and Professor C just comes out like, "Where is Crucible? I need to inject him."
Your arm, Crucible.
I mean, that's a hilarious photo, a hilarious mental picture, but definitely not what he does.
Are you sure?
I'm positive. He has people for that. Roberta, give me Crucible. Because he still doesn't have a freaking comm.
Nope. I need a replacement comlink, please. But I will gingerly tuck Keone into bed and kiss her on the forehead and whisper I'm sorry about all of this. And we can talk about it when you wake up.
Now I
Aww.
have a cavity.
And then I will leave to go and get injected by the octopus.
Actually, as you are leaving Keone's room and getting ready to go upstairs,
Oh,
I'm assuming you would take the elevator up.
Yeah, yep.
So the elevator door opens to take you up to the level where the lab is, and standing in the elevator is Riley.
Oh no!
Beep, beep.
I'm
And
so excited.
she just looks at you.
Hello, Mrs. Blackwell.
Hello, Crucible.
Because he doesn't know that she knows that she did.
Does
Like a
she
Friends
know that
episode.
he doesn't know that she knows?
Friends episode.
Where are you headed?
I think the professor needs me in the lab for probably invasive procedures.
So, you think it's going to be painful?
I hope not.
Let's find out together, shall we? And she presses the button to go up to the lab level.
It's okay. You've probably got like important marketing things to go do.
Well, I'm glad to hear you say that I probably have important things to do, because I was thinking that you didn't have a lot of respect for me and my intelligence.
I mean,
oh no!
other than your choice in partner, I've not had any problems with you. On our strictly professional relationship, citizen.
Citizen. I'm so sad that he doesn't have a car.
Oh, you think there isn't a camera in that elevator? There's absolutely a camera in that elevator.
I mean, I'll admit that with the fact that your best friend is on the team, and it was kind of weird that Max Mars would contact me since I haven't even graduated yet to be the PR rep.
Best friend? Who do you think is my best friend?
Jeez, you are not playing dumb.
My best friend is Justice, citizen.
Oh my god, this is terrible, and I love every minute of it.
You really want to keep pretending this, Ethan?
Boom!
What?
What? Ding!
I sort of look at her with the mask on. My whole face is covered up. What do you mean, Ethan?
Door opens up and I'm there. And I walk by. Hey, Ethan. I continue walking.
Well, like I said, I should have picked up on it earlier. But Tommy, Wistful. Pretty sure, actually, not pretty sure, I know for a fact because we've commissioned special outfits for her. Kione was Miss 34C, wasn't she?
According to the labels. I haven't verified myself yet. That's a weird thing to say to your stepmom. Dad's wife.
That's a weird thing to say in general.
Oh no.
And then Carol kind of blabbed because she hasn't been with you long enough to know which secrets she was supposed to keep.
Great.
Fucking Carol.
No.
So if it wasn't for a hellbound interdimensional traveler, you would never have found out that I was Crucible.
I mean, again,
Give me the shovel, Ethan.
there were other signs, and I already feel dumb enough for not having picked up on it. So, again, thank you for reminding me that you've never respected me.
You're not dumb, okay? I was trying to have a secret identity. And, like, you talk to my dad at least once a day.
Funny how that works. Did you think I was gonna tell him your secrets?
Maybe? I don't know. Look, I'm the one who recommended you for the job because I thought you'd be really good at it. Because you are really good at a lot of things, and
You should have married me, not my dad.
No.
Stop picking people to marry.
And you're supposed to have a secret identity so people don't find out about the people you care about and hurt them. And despite the way I might act, I care about you. Also, I think Dad is a supervillain.
Tonight on a very special episode of City of Destiny.
He's not imaginative enough to be a supervillain.
I think I'm starting to suspect she's a supervillain.
I wasn't expecting that line.
He knew what I meant when I fucked up in our conversation at lunch about there being Emerald City being a safe haven for villains.
Wait, what?
Look, I ran my mouth and I said something I shouldn't have said, and when I went to talk to him that night, he grilled me about what I was talking about.
Yeah, she was there when he said that, wasn't she?
Mm-hmm.
At lunch, yeah.
She was.
But she wasn't there for the
The
other
follow-up
conversation.
She still doesn't know that Emerald City was a haven for supervillains.
Yeah.
No.
She wasn't privy to that.
Well, Riley, we found out in our investigations that Emerald City has been kept this way. Kept free of superheroes and supervillains because supervillains were supposed to be able to retire here or have a nice place to live when they weren't ruining everybody else's life.
That actually explains a lot.
And the storm blew that all open.
Because suddenly there was a whole influx of superpowered people. They couldn't control everyone, and then Max hired all of them. Got it.
Yes.
Not hired, you're not his employees. You guys made sure of that.
Max decided to become a patron of superheroes.
And I am sorry. I am sorry that I jerked you around like this.
I just wish you would have. I mean, I worked with you.
I didn't even tell the team who I was except for Keone, for weeks and weeks and weeks.
And Tommy.
Well, Tommy knew. I had a really excited outburst when I got my superpowers, and we had a whole Jedi thing. It was a thing.
I accidentally played with all of the pots and pans.
You know you're not a Jedi, right?
Yes, I know I'm not a Jedi. Especially not after I got mind controlled and did probably something horrible that I don't know about yet.
Right. I just wish you would have told me instead of me having to find out. I'm not going to say anything to your dad.
Or my mom. But she hates you anyway.
She hates
you anyway.
Please don't tell my dad.
I know she hates me. I don't blame her. Although, it's not my fault. You know that, right?
I know it's not your fault. You are not responsible for anything my shitbag father does. He and I had a long conversation about the changes I'm making, and I sort of stood up to him for the first time in my life. And that was right before I got mind controlled, so I don't even know what's happened to him. How long has it been since I was mind controlled?
About a day.
Oh, okay.
She should have been like, it's been a year.
All right.
I probably didn't go to the hospital and stop everybody's pacemakers then. That's good news.
No. We were prepared for damage control, but as far as I know... Well, actually, I didn't even know that you... I'm sure I'll get debriefed eventually. Go do what you have to do. I think I'm going to go home. Go to bed.
I'm going to take her by the hand and say thank you for understanding, and I am sorry.
Yeah, I don't know that you should thank me just yet. I don't know that I'm ready to forgive you just yet.
That's understandable, but we could talk about it whenever you want when we get back, or when you get back.
I'm going to tell you this right now. You're going to be doing a hell of a lot of charity events for the holiday season.
He has to come to the schools with us.
I can ring a lot of Santa Claus bells at one time.
Yep. All right. Go talk to Professor Cephalopod.
I will shuffle away, my tail between my legs.
A little bit of a metagaming question, but is she gonna be safe leaving by herself? I'm gonna worry about her.
Yes, we'll find out.
By the way, Alex, you got a hero points back.
Thank you.
That kind of felt like a complication coming into play. Just a little.
She's gonna get me. She's gonna get me.
All right, so Crucible is headed up to the lab. What happens when Crucible gets to the lab?
I just want to inject him with some nanites, that's all. But I don't know, on a game mechanic level, if Alex was planning to give Ethan the nanites.
I wasn't planning on spending the points for it right away. But eventually, I think so.
I mean, it's a difference of 2 points.
Okay.
Oh, right, because of the helmet.
Yeah.
So, so Ethan will walk in and Seth will just turn and go, "Oh, there you are." Shh. How do you feel?
I feel like you should have said 1, 2, 3 before you did that.
Yeah, but then you would have known it was coming.
Or there's gonna be a little prick or something. I don't know.
There's a lot of that in this room.
How do I feel?
This is why we're married.
Are you guys married now? Did I miss that?
Close enough. I definitely don't want to go through all of that again.
I think it's isn't it like a common law marriage or something like that? Like when you spend so much time with your wife from another dimension. It's just...
Why not?
Float this, and I'll just hold up like a random, I don't know, like a microscope or something.
I will raise my hand and I will try to float it.
Yeah.
Looks like it works okay.
Oh, yeah, you can take that off in 2-3 hours.
Take what off in 2 or 3 hours?
The helmet.
Oh. I don't know if I'm ever taking it off again.
Well, that's what the nanites were for.
Awesome.
I think you might want to keep it on for other reasons. Seems particular about keeping his face hidden like me.
No, but okay. I think you might have misunderstood what I said about like mental, like. Like whatever it is that you're doing, like blocks mind control, right?
Yes.
But it also like blocks like telepathy.
Yeah, I'm not able to hear people's thoughts in my head.
That's not what it's. I mean, it's to block incoming signals.
Right.
If you don't want them, that is fine.
I don't think it's a good idea.
Maybe you can buy Crucible's helmet in 3 to 4 hours.
Epiphany, you don't need to worry about it. We're going to stop the person who's controlling our minds.
I mean, Ethan, you could just pull the nanites out of her.
That sounds excessively painful.
It would
They're
be.
very small. It shouldn't.
No, the last person I did it to got knocked unconscious by the procedure.
Yeah, because that's a lot of nanites all at once.
We could put her under.
I think Epiphany will be fine. We didn't bring her here to poke and prod her against her will.
Good.
I'm very clearly not trying to pressure anyone. I'm just
Right.
making the offers and letting them know how it works.
Yeah. I mean, Kid Singularity's like, yeah, no, sure, absolutely. And Tenfold just seems to want answers. So
wait, is Singularity saying yes, absolutely to extra nanites or removing nanites? Or both?
extra nanites.
Epiphany, do you have the ability to read minds?
Not exactly.
Do you think if you said something like the brave heroine suddenly heard all of our thoughts, that would work?
You really shouldn't do that.
I'm just thinking she might be able to help us figure out where the commander took us.
I'm quite interested to know what would happen.
Cold shower, baseball.
I don't think I can't do anything that changes me. So I couldn't give myself the power to hear your thoughts, but
I have an idea.
maybe...
Do you think you could tell me to tell you everywhere my body's been in the last 24 hours?
She turns and looks at Tenfold. Tenfold suddenly remembers everything that happened to him.
Oh no.
Oh yeah, I'm injected with anti-mind control nanites. Don't do it to me.
They won't work for another 3 to 4 hours.
And Tenfold just kind of blinks and... Ugh!
I don't know that he wants to remember all that.
That's why I volunteered.
I don't know that it worked exactly the way... I think... Here's what I can remember. It was about 2 weeks after the storm. I had discovered how I had been improved by the storm. I knew that I wanted to do something with these abilities. I had made this outfit. I had quit my job. I was headed... I thought that the best way to get attention would be to find a crime in progress and stop it. And I came across her. And he points to Ching. And as I rushed towards her, I felt myself freeze, like I couldn't move. My mind was still mine, but I couldn't move my body.
Quick
And
question.
then there, what?
Quick question. Do you remember what Chane's eyes looked like at that moment?
No. Her back was to me. But there was another person there. There was a woman wearing armor. And she spoke to me and said that I would be useful.
Do we have an image of the commander armor that we could show him?
Yep.
Did it look like this? But as a lady?
Not exactly, but it was similar. But after she said I would be useful, there's nothing until the research platform.
When you came to, I'm assuming?
Yes. I was face to face with you, and it was sinking, and then I realized that the best thing I could do to be helpful would be to take some of those people who were unconscious and get them to high ground, hoping that there was a rescue craft underway. And you know the rest.
What did this woman sound like?
Her voice was distorted, metallic.
Robotic.
Yes.
Interesting.
My real name is Eddie, by the way.
Nice to meet you, Eddie.
I'm going to go back over to the brain scans and start looking a little deeper.
Okay.
For any indication of memory issues.
Yeah.
Using things that I know about dementia and Alzheimer's and traumatic brain injuries that
And just generally
stop
super smart.
Stop you from
Right.
forming new memories, that kind of stuff. I'm going to look for those kind of indicators.
Yeah. So with that in mind, I'll let the earlier rolls roll over. There does, in fact, seem to be signs that, yeah, there was a period of time where his brain was simply unable to make memories.
Okay. Interesting.
Now, Professor C, is it unable to make memories or removed those memories or disrupted those pathways? Could we heal them in some way?
What do I think, looking at the...
You're fairly certain that you could, if someone was still being afflicted in a way where memories weren't being formed, that you could fix it, but you don't think there's any way to...
You can't recover what's not there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shoot. Well, I mean, on the plus side, Tenfold will not have to suffer the guilt of remembering nearly killing me. So, there's that.
Do you say that?
Yes.
To be fair, he only helped.
Yeah.
I nearly killed you.
It wasn't you. You only set up the other guy.
I'm
So-
sorry.
Everyone involved with the body snatching is going to have to accept their loss of control in those moments and move forward. And I did ask Riley to bring a therapist on staff, so that'll be helpful, and maybe you can talk to them whenever they come back.
That does bring up a good point, though, Tenfold. You're probably going to hear about things that your body did that are going to bother you. And so you're going to have to find a way to make peace with that. It wasn't you.
I've already made peace with it.
Punch something out.
Yeah, of course, Shane already made peace with it. I want to send her to the jail just on principle.
So it wasn't you. So
Old does Lady Hot Topic look?
Early 20s?
Okay. So young, but not a teenager.
Yeah, no. Lady Hot Topic is definitely
She's Ethan and Portal and Keone's age.
yeah, in that area. Which, so is Captain Oblivion.
So what it seems like to me is that we need to open a minor league office to train these people and keep them from, being bad guys. Like
It's almost like that's what Ethan wants to do with his degree.
The reservists.
Yeah. Chain is a little bit, but is still in her 20s. You'd guess she's probably somewhere around 27, 28.
Okay.
Tenfold seems like he's probably... Actually, it's a little hard to figure out exactly his age. He definitely doesn't look young, but he doesn't have any wrinkles or anything either.
he's an Aes Sedai. Kill him.
He is a remarkably physically I mean, basically, he is Steve Rogers after the Super Soldier Serum.
So I will, at that point, say, if you do not want the nanites, we have probably gotten all we're going to, information-wise. So you can feel free to go back downstairs. We have rooms. Just don't take the one with the pool in it.
Or the one next to that.
Get some rest. Have some food.
Very, very good kitchen downstairs.
So Chain and Chain and Epiphany Jones will leave. Eddie is still like, look, I do want the nanites, but I also feel like once you've done that, I'm not going to be of any use if you want to try to trace it back to the commander.
Well, they're not going anywhere. And again, there's always the option of something like Crucible's helmet that is non-permanent. And you don't have to make that decision now. What?
And I'm gonna hold up to talk to my communicator, and I'm gonna walk through a portal to the other room, so I can't be heard with what I'm about to say. Can you at some point surreptitiously put a tracker on him that he doesn't know is there, so that If he's gonna be bait, it's at least effective bait.
What makes you think I haven't done that already?
You arrogant dick.
Hey,
Y'all are so shady.
I mean,
I'm just
absolutely nothing. I assumed you did. I was just being nice and stating it explicitly.
I'm just being the person that he clearly thinks I am because it amuses me.
Gee, I wonder why he thinks you're the person that he thinks you are.
It's the scientist Squid Preem.
Yeah. All right. So, what is the plan, guys?
Before Epiphany leaves, Aaron, I will say that I'm going to go see Morris on Tuesday. If you have anything you want me to tell him.
Well, right now she's not planning to leave. She's just going downstairs and taking one of the empty bedrooms.
Oh, okay, cool. I will still make the offer for her if she has anything she wants me to tell Morris or anything.
I'm gonna check in on our snitch. Make sure she's doing okay.
Yeah.
How did she wasn't affected by this mind control stuff, right?
Not that you're aware of.
Is she a stormer?
Great.
You think so?
I'd also like to check the news to see if there's any, like, large metallic orbs hovering nearby.
I am going to take.
No.
I am going to take Portal's suggestion and attempt to.
And in fact, there is nothing on the news about anything that happened out at Point Forsus because it's far enough away from the city that
nobody witnessed it.
Only except us fishes.
Yep. But yeah, no, there hasn't been any sign. And Tommy would, because you guys did have everyone but Crucible had their communicators, so Tommy would have been monitoring and was looking for any evidence, on global satellites and whatnot as soon as that happened, and says he hasn't seen anything yet.
I will also hand Ethan a new communicator.
Thank you, Professor Cephalopod.
Try not to lose it this time.
I will try not to be mind-controlled and make the intelligent decision of removing it from my head.
Well, you don't have to worry about that now.
And I'm just going to float off to find Tommy.
I mean, he's playing video games with Singularity.
And put a call into Max.
Okay.
As I'm...
And I would like to go to the top of the tower and do some Magneto shit.
All right. Let me deal with the call to Max first, and then I want to know about this Magneto shit.
Oh, I'm absolutely following him up there, by the way.
All right, so you call Max.
Mm-hmm.
What do you tell him?
That,
Well, I mean, first thing you're going to say is, did you get Crucible back?
Yes. That is, however, the least important bit of information we need to discuss.
That's somewhat terrifying.
Yes, it is. How soon can you be here?
I'm downstairs.
Yeah, I will meet you in the computer lab.
Okay. We'll come back to the meeting with Max. And what exactly is this up to?
Well, with Carol joining me...
Huh?
No, you don't know that I'm following you.
Oh, you're not joining me? You're just following me surreptitiously?
A little bit.
Cool.
She's my wife.
I would like to stand on the roof of Emerald Tower and close my eyes, and I would like to spend a couple of hero points.
Okay.
Oh, no.
Ooh.
I would like to spend a hero point to get the untapped potential advantage for a round, which allows me to use extra effort to increase one of my powers by 3 ranks instead of by 2 ranks for the extra effort. And I'm going to use 2 hero points to forego the fatigued and exhausted for using extraordinary effort.
Okay.
And I would like to extra effort my senses and increase my extended by 6 to see if I can find the big metal ball anywhere within 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 10 million times more than human perception.
So a very long way.
You're into space.
Is it on Earth?
And I'd like to just close my eyes and grit my teeth, and my nose starts bleeding as I start trying to focus on this magnetic sense for as far as I can.
Okay.
Like, grab onto the satellite dish to...
Right.
Yeah, I want there to almost be like in the panel there's like a ripple coming from Ethan that sort of fucks with magnetic stuff in Emerald City.
Yeah.
Every stormer gets a headache.
All right. So you go up there. You're reaching out with the limits of your magnetic senses. Yeah, like you said, nosebleed. Searching for any sign of the ship.
Unfortunately, the ship is made of non-magnetic.
No, I asked, and parts of it are magnetic.
Yes.
So I've experienced it before.
Yep.
That helps.
You are aware that similar technology is located inside Emerald Tower.
That's curious.
It's Max's suit.
You are also aware that there is additional similar technology, actually not similar, pretty much identical technology at the Mars Tech campus where you guys were when the Freedom League attacked. You are absolutely certain, however, that that is the extent of this type of technology on the planet. You are also completely unaware of the fact that up on the roof, first of all, Dr. Irons is watching you from the doorway. And Cindy, you see Ethan come up onto the roof, stand on the edge, and start just concentrating, and you can feel the ripple of energy come off of him. And his nose starts to bleed as you're sitting there meditating, writing. But what do you do when you see Ethan doing this?
Well, I definitely just keep watching, because I'm now concerned that he is not fully not mind controlled. So she is suspicious that he is like sending out the bad signal to like everybody else that this is where we all are, and it makes me nervous. And just kind of makes notes of what she's seeing in her journal, like kind of along the edging. Because obviously she's not like writing about, superhero stuff, but she doesn't want to forget anything that's going on. So she's making notes of all of this just to kind of reference back later. And now she is starting to question everything.
Okay.
And of note is the fact that unless Carol stays in the doorway, when Ethan tries to come back in the secured roof door, he won't be able to come back in.
Yeah.
Because I have not had a chance to not to undo the lockout. So
It's made out of metal.
But he's in the middle of like doing all the thing, and because I'm seeing like the nosebleed and the physical strain on him, I'm just like with the metahuman stuff, I would realize he is straining himself way too much and gently come up behind him and support him until he is out of whatever this moment is.
I will give you one additional free piece of information for this massive hero point expenditure. That the nanites that are, the from the Silver Storm, and that were located in Redshift in those canisters, the ship was not made of the same structure. It's not like the ship was a giant
Cloud
collection
of
of
nanites.
But you are 100% certain that they are connected. They are similar enough that you are certain that the technology that created the nanites is the same technology that created the ship.
Interesting.
Is the technology that created Max's armor.
And is the same technology that created Max's armor. Or Max's armor is derived from that technology. So. All right, so while we have this interesting portmanteau up on the rooftop, it is 9:55, so I think that is a good place for us to call this week.
Checks out.
I would like to thank our audience for sticking with us. We really appreciate you guys. You make this so much more fun. I mean, I'd be having a blast with this game even if this was just my local, Tuesday night gaming group. But knowing that you guys are out there watching it and enjoying it makes it all the better. So thank you so much for being here and watching our humble little game. Around the rest of our network, we will have a new blog post up on untoldstoriesproject.com on Thursday. Hopefully this time it will actually be our Origins and Gen Con event write-ups.
Now that things are getting approved.
At the very least, it will be the ones that have been approved.
Games are mostly sold out.
Yeah. Our Gen Con games are completely sold out. Even the one that just got approved.
Right. On Friday, we'll have new episodes from YouTube posted to the website, although, of course, you can go check those out on YouTube at any time. Additionally, on this Friday, we have the return of Lancer, which you'll be able to see. I guess, Wiki, you're the only person who's in that game, right? Who's from here?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, I think
but
so.
A couple of other faces from Guardians of Haven / Nether War and Blue, my daughter.
She's probably going to set herself on fire again.
She will probably set herself on fire again.
She's so much fun. It's fun.
Next Monday, of course, we have another episode of Guardians of Haven, our Star Haven set Mutants and Masterminds game. We will be back here Tuesday for more City of Destiny and me watching you guys fold, spindle, and mutilate the pre-written adventure into something that is awesome, but not exactly what I expected months ago. And next Wednesday, so not tomorrow, but a week from tomorrow, I will be running a game here for the Marvel Multiverse RPG playtest. And we will be Inter Hydra as the members of the Champions get to deal with an Avengers level threat. Woohoo!
What could possibly go wrong?
What could possibly go wrong? Heroes, does anyone else have anything you'd like to plug or just a message for our audience? I will give you each a chance to say goodbye and then we will call it a night. And I will kick it off by dropping down to, I believe... Brandon? Yeah, Brandon, you're right under me. So.
Brandon.
Read a book. Yeah, puppy?
Play a game. Joe.
Stay hydrated. Oh. Wiki.
Remember, everyone!
And I made a shirt.
And I'll pass it to fucking Alex.
That's me. I'm fucking Alex. Yeah. The only thing I have in addition is if you are a member of the Mutants Masterminds Patreon, our M&M developer Q&A got moved to this Wednesday, tomorrow, at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So if you want to come hang out with Steve, Crystal, and me. Brandon's an English teacher. He'll punch me in the mouth. We'll be answering questions, and I don't know what else we'll be doing, but probably something fun. And Origin sign up is this week, so if you are looking to come and play with us, please be there on Saturday morning, and we will get you in if we can. And thank you for watching, and I'll pass it over to Aaron.
Yeah, so again, thank you all for being a part of our crazy little game and our crazy little adventure, and we will see you all next week, hopefully. Bye.